it's important to challenge the presumption that lots of vigorous debates among Republicans or among conservatives is bad for conservatism. There's no correlation, if you look back historically, between the vigor of the debate among conservatives and a failure of conservatism. To the contrary, what was the single most divisive moment in the Republican Party in the last 30, 40 years? Certainly Reagan's challenge to Ford in '76, challenged a sitting incumbent Republican president, vigorous challenge, contested all the way to the convention, and then in '77, '78, '79, as you may recall, bitter fights. The Panama Canal Treaty, Reagan opposing even Bill Buckley and much of the conservative establishment, supply-side economics, bitter fights between Jack Kemp and his followers, and Howard Baker and Bob Dole and the more orthodox Republicans on economic policy, the emergence of the so-called religious right, the moral majority, I guess, was founded in '79, and big nervousness about that in parts of the Republican Party. John Anderson ran in the Republican primaries in 1980 and then left the party and ran as a moderate in the election in the general election as an independent in the general election of 1980. Huge fights from '76 to '80, and Reagan won a huge victory in 1980, and the Republicans won the Senate, and the conservatism had more momentum, precisely, I would argue, because of those debates and because of those fights in 1981 than it would have had if there had been a kind of stifling of all differences, a suppression of dissent, the sense that if you challenged some doctrine, you were disloyal